Yeah, I was looking at that picture of me with the little dip hat on and my cat sailor and thinking to myself is that, boy, that little kid looks so innocent, but boy, he certainly wasn't innocent. And here's an example of how innocent he was. Of course, my old friend Normie Ferguson and I, uh, we decided that we were going to go to the show down at at that time there was a theater down by the Halifax Rotary. And we come out of the show and then thought, well, let's go up to Simpsons and have a look around. So we go in Simpsons, and Normie Ferguson says, hey, Sandy, come on over here. And I had a big coat on, and so the next thing I knew, he had stuffed a few comic books inside my coat. And then he'd go off somewhere else, and there would be some candies, and he'd stuff those in. Anyway, so what happened was that I was looking around for him, couldn't find him, but I had my eye on these little I think they're called Pez dispensers, and they were little candy dispensers anyway. So I reach up to this shelf and grab one of these things and stick it in my pocket, and the very next thing that happens is a floor detective grabs me by the shoulder and marches me into to a room in Simpson Sears. And when I get in there, who do you think's in there? My good old buddy Normie Ferguson. And so the floor detective said to me, he said, did you steal anything? And I said, yeah. He says, I just stole this, candy dispenser thing. And he says, did you steal anything else? I said, no. He says, open your coat. Well, of course, I opened my coat, and of course, all these candies and all these comic books, they all fell out. Anyway, the detectives took us out, put us in a car, and drove us home, and then reported to Mrs. Morris that I had been caught stealing at Simpsons. Took Normie home and reported to his mother that he had been caught stealing at Simpsons. And of course, the both of us, indicated that we were not going to be stealing anything ever again. But that didn't turn out to be true, because one of the little tricks we used to do, I hate to say this, but we'd get up early in the morning. I had an early paper route at that time, and I would go and to the back of Normie Ferguson's window and knock on it. He'd wake up and he'd come out through the window, and we'd go out looking for milk money. So we'd pick up milk money from off the verandas of people's homes, and then go behind, I think it was the pastry shop on Quimple Road, and there was a little bucket there, and we'd stow the money away. And then anytime we wanted to go to a movie at the Oxford Theatre on Saturday, we had a stash of money, so we'd go over, and that's how we used to go to the movies. But I did do a little bit of stealing at an early age, and actually it worked out to start to get into some bigger items. And again, Normie Ferguson is involved in it as well. But I'll tell you that story